Yo, what's going on, guys? It is me, Kelvin, aka Sending Flag On, and today we will be doing an overview of our Week 2 match for the BJL Season 5 against our opponent, Happy. So let's just get right into this. So Happy has a team of Dracovish, Galarian Corsola, Indeedee female, Jolteon, Ice-Q, Clefairy, Quagsire, Ditto, Heliolisk, and finally Pelipper. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is that rain, very prominent rain, like Dracovish under the rain hurts really bad. And then obviously it complements Heliolisk with Surf and Thunder. Then it also complements Jolteon with Weather Ball and Thunder, which is pretty terrifying. And then there's some pretty good threats there. Galarian Corsola is always really bulky. Ditto is always good as a Scarfer, if anything else. Quagsire is just annoying to kill. Ice-Q is inconsistent at best, but can put it in work. Indeedee is scary with specs, and then Clefairy is just worse Clefable. But yeah, it was pretty scary to prep for this, but I think I came up with a pretty good team, so let's just get right into it. So first mon we have is Vaporeon. Leftovers, Water Absorb, Protect, Wish, Scald, Yawn, 252 HP, 84 defense, and 172 Speed F with a Bold Nature. Now what this was meant to deal with was obviously Dracovish. Like, my team does not have a Dracovish switch in, so I needed a Dracovish switch in. So this was it. What Wish Protect allowed me to do was heal up some crippled mons that couldn't really heal up, for example like Lantern or Noivern, which I'll get to that in a second. But Wish really helped those mons recover HP, even though they had no source of recovery. That was nice, plus it just helped Vaporeon recover health. Scald obviously was just to try to get burns and attack things. And then Yawn, which is a bit of a weird one for some of you, but it helps put mons to sleep and it helps apply a lot of pressure. Because let's say he goes for a Fishious rend. I switch in Vaporeon and now I go for a Yawn. Now whatever he sends in is now either forced to switch out or take sleep, which is really nice. Which is why I put Yawn, because nothing on his team really wants to be put to sleep. No Pokemon ever wants to be put to sleep because sleep is annoying. But yeah, that's Vaporeon's role this match. Just being able to switch into Fish is so nice. And being able to wall certain mons, for example, Galarian Corsola can't really do that much to me. Like Will-O-Wisp is the worst thing it can do, but then I could just keep on Wish passing and stuff. And other than that, I can at least take a hit from Jolteon and Heliolisk if I'm in that dire of a situation, which is why I have so much Speed F. Also, the 84 defense Eevee's Bold Nature is for Choice Banded Outrage from a Adamant Dracovish, which does like, I think 80 to 90%, which is stupid, but it's at least to take a hit, Wish, and then switch into Aegislash or Durant. Or just Protect and then go into Aegislash or Durant. But yeah, that's Vaporeon. Next mon we brought was Lantern with Assault Vest, Volt Absorb, because I can't run Water Absorb. Scald, Discharge, Ice Beam, Volt Switch, 252 HP, 194 defense, and 62 Speed F with a Bold Nature. 2 Bold Natures in a row. Again, we are running Assault Vest. It's just the best sets for Lantern these past 2 weeks. So, hey, if it works, it just works. So, obviously, this is my switch into both Jolteon and Heliolisk. It deals with Jolteon 10 times better than it can with Heliolisk. Because with Heliolisk, it can just keep on spamming Hyper Voice, and the best move I have to hit it with is Ice Beam, which only does like 20%, which isn't that good. But it's better than nothing, and I at least have to switch into that with Volt Absorb being able to heal me. It also deals with Quag kind of well. Like, if I can get a Scald Burn on that, that'd be really nice. And then, other than that, it switches into Specs Pelipper, which is also a big threat. Same's with Specs Indeedee, and being able to Volt Switch freely is really nice if he doesn't bring Quagsire. Also, Quagsire walls most of my team, so you'll see how I try to prep for it. So yeah, that's Lantern. Next up, we have Noivern. Assault Vest with Frisk as an ability, Draco Meteor, Hurricane, Shadow Ball, U-Turn with 252 special attack, 4 Speed F, because you need to put them somewhere, and then 252 speed, Timid. Now the reason why I ran Timid was because I needed to outspeed Heliolisk, and if I ran Modest, I couldn't outspeed Heliolisk, which is just unfortunate, so that's why I ran this. Also, the reason why I ran Assault Vest was so I could take a hit from Heliolisk, I could Draco Meteor Heliolisk, I could take a Thunder, whatever, and then I'll be able to U-turn out, which is really nice. Same with Jolteon, Draco Meteor, and then U-turn out. So Eevee honestly really helps. It also deals with Pelipper semi-well. Obviously, the best move I have to hit it with is Hurricane, which does hurt it a lot. His team doesn't like taking a Hurricane, because their best switching is what? Heliolisk and Jolteon, which doesn't like taking a Draco Meteor. So, yeah, that's what Hurricane is for, because 100% accuracy Hurricanes, even from a base 97 special attack stab, hurts a lot, especially for his team. I contemplated running Infiltrator because I was really scared of sub Dracovish, but I just thought Frisk was such a better ability, being able to scout items. It's one of the best abilities, if not the best ability in draft. So yeah, Shadow Ball was also for Galarian Corsola, but it only does like 30 to defensive, so that's what Noivern was for, just pivoting around and being able to take a hit or two from Heliolisk or Jolteon. Next up, and shout out to my boy Sal for making this set, we have Silvally Dark with, I'm saying a lot, sorry, I'm trying to fix that, with Iron Head, Thunderbolt, Multi-Attack, and Grass Pledge, 252 attack, 152 special attack, and 104 speed, Lonely Nature. Now, you're probably looking at the set and you're just like, why? What does this do? So first of all, Iron Head, most of the time to it KOs Clefairy if it's not fully defense invested. Like if it only has like 82 defense bold, then most of the time Iron Head should two-hit KO. Thunderbolt's obviously for Pelipper, and this is actually Sped Crep for max speed Timid Pelipper, I'm pretty sure. So that's nice. We have multi-attack that does like 70% to max defense Galarian Corsola, which is pretty nice. Like 60 to 70%. And then we have Grass Pledge for that Quagsire. So that's one way we can deal with Quagsire, just baiting it in with all these physical moves, and then suddenly hitting it with a Grass Pledge that will always kill it. At least I'm pretty sure, unless he's like fully Spid F. So yeah, that's Silvally Dark. It's just a really big offensive threat because he has no dark switch-ins. Like, look at his team and look at a dark type. And then once he goes Clefairy, I can just Iron Head. And then there's also Ditto, which even then I do like 30 to myself. So it's just really nice. And being able to bait things in like Pelipper and Quagsire just makes it very nice. So shout out to Nick for this set. Next up, we have Durant, Kevin Durant, with Life Orb, Hustle, First Impression, Crunch, Iron Head, Exegor, 252 attack, 252 speed, Jolly Nature. Now, obviously, Durant does Durant things. It clicks First Impression, and then after that, it starts doing heavy damage. I can't really say anything else. Like, this, a First Impression does like 80% to Dracovish. Crunch, 2-hit KOs Galarian Corsola. So if I can get it on the switch, then that thing's just gone. It does like 70% to Quagsire First Impression. Also, I have Exegor, so once I click First Impression, I still have something to hit Indeedee or Heliolisk or something like that. So yeah, that's why I ran Exegor. But yeah, Durant does Durant things, hits really hard, is such a big threat to his team, and he can't really deal with it. Also, it's for Indeedee, because Indeedee can set up Psychic Terrain, which stops priority, but I still have Exegor for it. So yeah, that's Durant. Whew. And last but not least, we have Power Herb, Aegis Slash with King Shield, Close Combat, Shadow Ball, and Solar Blade. Max HP, Max Spid F with 4 attack. Sassy Nature. Now you're probably looking at the set, and the first thing you're thinking is why? Why would you ever run Power Herb, Solar Blade, Aegis Slash? Let me tell you why. Because Quagsire still walls half of my team, which is not nice. So Solar Blade to a max defense Quagsire does at min 97%. So I will always kill this thing pretty much. Always. Which is really nice, and being able to bait it in with stuff like Shadow Ball and Close Combat, which are moves that won't really hit Quagsire too hard, is just really nice, because it's just like the chip with Shadow Ball or Close Combat would be able to put it in range of Solar Blade. Other than that, it's a really nice Sped F wall that doesn't even take 50% from a Specs Heliolisk Thunder, which is really nice. Unless he's modest. Same with Jolteon, takes a Specs Jolteon Thunder, unless it's modest. which it then gets to it KO'd, but still a nice switch in. King Shields on Dracovish's Fishious rend, plus I get to scout certain moves. Pretty much hard walls in DD. If it's not like Specs Mystical Fire, which even then still only does like 40%. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that sudden cut. I had help with something. Again, still professional. Only here on the Sending Flygon channel. Anyways, a really nice Spadafval that takes hits from Heliolisk and Jolteon. And also Indeedee, especially if Indeedee's on the range and just can't touch it, is a nice bait for Quagsire. And overall, deals with this team pretty well. So yeah, that is Spadaf Aegis / Power Herb Solar Blade. I don't care what anyone says, this is a fire set. But yeah, this was my team, and now we can get right to the battle. Alright, so here we're in the battle. So he decided to bring Dracovish, Galarian Corsola, Indeedee Female, Heliolisk, I can't pronounce that, Pelipper, and Ditto. Now, I was really surprised that no Quag, like I was extremely surprised, and also a bit disappointed, because I couldn't use Solar Blade Aegis Slash, so it was pretty much just useless putting Solar Blade on it. But hey, who knows, maybe I could hit Dracovish with it, even though Shadow Ball does more, but shut up. So yeah, let's get this battle started. So I was always going to lead Noivern because Frisk is an amazing ability and I get to frisk certain items. He leads Galarian Corsola, which is fair. I just decide to U-turn here, nothing too complex. I get disabled, oh no. I go into Aegis Slash because it's just a nice switch in. He Nightshades, which, decent play. Decent mid-ground. I just Shadow Ball here, no need to overpredict because he doesn't have the greatest switch-ins to this. Does 37%, tells me he's probably more defensive than he is Spadaf. He burns me, which isn't the biggest deal in the world, though close combat will no longer OHKO Heliolisk. As he goes right into it, hard Heliolisk. I Shadow Ball again, which, good play on him. Obviously I have a switch in Lantern, so I King Shield first just to scout what he's going to go for here. As he just Volt Switches, which is fair. And now I think about where I should go to. I just go into Lantern so I can block it and scout if he is Specs or not. Because I was really scared of Specs. As he switches out, so I kind of assumed if he was Specs, but I wasn't completely sure. I Volt Switch here because it was just the safest play and he didn't have anything to stop Volt Switch. And then I go into Silvally Dark. Now he cannot take this. I multi-attack, he has no switch-ins to this, and Galarian Corsola immediately goes down, which is really nice, though he does get the disable off, which is kind of annoying. He goes into Pelipper here, I speed creep this thing unless he is Scarf, but I Thunderbolt, and it kills. So Silvally Dark putting in mad work right now, which is really nice. And at this point I was just like, dude, this is amazing, like, he can't do much to me right now. It sucks that multi-attack was disabled, but other than that, I'm in a really good position, and the only thing that's taking damage is my burned Aegis Slash at 50%, which still takes a hit from Heliolisk, even if it's Specs. Speaking of the devil, he goes right into it. I decide to go into Aegis Slash, sorry. He goes for Dragon Tail, which is really interesting tech. Life Orb. So I see that he's... I'm sorry. So yeah, I saw that he was Life Orb, and I wasn't as scared of it as if it was Specs. And it's plus I got switched into Noivern, which isn't the worst thing because I'm Eevee, so I can take a hit. So I Draco Meteor, he takes 69%, which I think was a low roll, but it's not too bad. He Thunders, but I get paralyzed, which really sucks because I could have Dracoed again and he would have been dead. So that's just unfortunate. Noivern goes down because I don't really have a switch in. So I just go Durant here because he doesn't have a switch into Durant, and I hit something for really hard damage. Like, I don't need to think, just first impression. Unfortunately, I miss, and he Thunders, and at this point, I'm panicking because I feel like Heliolisk wins, forgetting that I have a max Spadaf Aegis Slash in the back and a Lantern. So I was just horrified for my life right now. Because once that happened, I went a little bit on tilts. But I kind of remember that Aegis Slash had a lot of Spadaf. I didn't know if he could live, even though I calced this specific scenario. So, yeah, that's really unfortunate. I probably would have won 5-0 if Durant didn't go down, but hey, whatever. It's just that's the way it goes. So now we go into Aegislash to try and take a hit from this thing. Close combat still kills from this range. He surfs, which does a little bit less than Thunder, but Thunder wouldn't have killed either way. So now I close combat and Heliolisk dies, which is really nice. That thing's out of the way. But Aegislash is pretty much just dead weight at this point. So now he goes into Dracovish. I just King Shield, seeing if he goes for the Fishious Rend. Because if I can get an attack drop on this thing, that'd be really nice. Because then I'd probably be able to like go into Lantern and get a free discharge. But he just Earthquakes here, which is fair. So I just let him kill my Aegislash this turn. It's fine. I have a lot of ways of dealing with Dracovish still, mainly Vaporeon and Lantern. So it's not the biggest deal in the world. I go Vaporeon. I know he's going to switch. So I think I go for a Yawn here, don't I? Yeah, I go for a Yawn here because he can't really do anything else. So here I just wish because, I mean, come on, I don't have a better play than to just wish into something. He goes into Eevee, so that means I get to go Savali for free. He reveals the Fake Out, which is interesting to say the least. Then he goes to the Ditto. I'm still so... Why? Why would you run Fake Out Eevee? Whatever. I didn't ask that question after the match, which I should have. I feel like that was the most important question. Why do you have Fake Out Eevee? But ignoring that, he goes into Ditto, which copies, which imposters my own Savali. And I do 36%, which is really nice. You see that multi-attack buff coming in real handy. He Thunderbolts here. It only does 25, surprisingly enough. So I multi-attack again. I do 37. Like, he's not beating me 1v1. Also, the paralysis kind of sucks, but you'll see later on that it's not the worst. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. He goes hard. He goes into Indeedee as I go into Lantern. Why did I go into Lantern again? I think I was predicting Dracovish, which even then I should have just multi-attacked again. Because like if I multi-attacked there, then I just won. I think I didn't want to take any chip, which made no sense, but whatever. Because I think I still wanted to live like a Hyper Voice from Indeedee, which if you just multi-attacked there, Indeedee wouldn't be a problem anymore, but whatever. So yeah, I go into Lantern. He fakes out. I don't know why he has Fake Out, but we don't question that. Lantern gets flinched, obviously. He Healing Witches, which is really interesting. I discharge, but I fail. And then he goes right back into Ditto. And I'm just like, huh. This is interesting. He Scald here. I stayed in because I wanted to see what he'd go for here. I Ice Beamed. So now we're just doing no damage to each other. But now that I know what move he's locked into, I just go right into Vaporeon. I Protect to see what he... No, I don't Protect here. What the hell? I should have protected. But I just go right for the Wish, which... Fair enough. Because there really isn't that much of a drawback of me going for a Wish. Because something is getting healed here. Possibly the Savali Dark. But I stay in here for some reason. I think I was trying to go for the burn. No, I just yawn. I just want to get something to sleep, which fair enough. I think this turn I should have yawned again, because I feel like he wasn't gonna stay in. But Wish here was also a really good play, because now I just go to the Volley Dark for free. He tries to yawn, but it fails. So ironically enough, me getting paralyzed was a good thing. So my Savali Dark didn't go to sleep. So now I just multi-attack, and it does a lot of damage to Fish, 52%, being able to hit KO. He goes hard Ditto, which was honestly a good play. I think I wished here, because no matter what, it never 2-hit KO'd me. Nothing ever 2-hit KO'd me here. I don't even think a multi-attack did. I could be wrong about that, but yeah. So I wish here again. I go into... Oh yeah, he gets off his own Wish, which is really interesting. Wait, no, does he? Wait, no. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I wish myself, and then I go for the Skull, trying to get a burn on something. No burn on Dracovish, which really sucks. Wish came true. I think I tried Scalding again here just to try and get a burn. which fair enough, because once I get Dracovish burned, then it's an immediate win. No, I just yawn. I can't even remember what happened in this game. I'm dumb. But yeah, I yawn here because getting something to sleep is really nice. So now the Vaporeon is drowsy. We both wish here, but he takes a sleep, which is really nice. But he's going to be able to wish into Dracovish. I scalded here, trying to get a burn, and I did, which was really, really, really nice. So I'm pretty sure I stayed in here. I don't know what I did. I didn't protect, which I should have done, but I wish again, just so I can get a clean switch in to Silvally Dark. As he goes hard into Ditto, copy Imposter's Vaporeon, and I go Silvally Dark, so the wish wasn't completely necessary, but it's just better safe than sorry. I multi-attack here, I do 81%, so if he multi-attacked that one turn, he would have done not as much, but close to about 70% to my Vaporeon with a multi-attack, so that would have really hurt. Like 70-60% because HP stats, you know, but yeah, that hurts a lot. He's asleep for the second turn. I multi-attack here. He faints, and then the only mon he has left is a burn Dracovish. I decide to stay in here because he can't kill me with anything. So I just multi-attack here, does 56%, and he dies from burn, and we take this match 3-0, which is really nice. We could have won 5-0 if Durant didn't miss first impression, but I digress. A win is a win, and we always take those. I feel like I played really well. There's a few times where I should have been a bit safer with Vaporeon, you know, just protecting, probably wishing one turn or another. But overall, I feel like I played this game really well. I got a bit unlucky, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Noivern getting paralyzed really sucked, because then I couldn't kill Heliolisk. And then, after that, Durant missing first impression just kind of threw me off. But I was able to recover. Aegislash took a hit, thankfully. And then, once it was a 3 versus 3 scenario with Dracovish, Indeedee, and Ditto, just Silvally Dark, Vaporeon, and Lantern. Alright, again, sorry for a random cut. I had to help with something. But yeah, I am happy with the result of this match. I don't think I made like one bad play. It's just I got a little bit unlucky, which cost me a bit of differential, but by the end of the day, it was still a really good match. GG to Happy. We are now 2-0, and our next match will be against Mod, which I have a really good feeling against. I have a really good feeling that we'll do well in that match, solely due to the fact that we made a new transaction, which was Musharna for Sneasel. And Sneasel just kind of destroys his team, but we'll see. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Do all that stuff. Yeah, and I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or night, depending on what time zone you live in. Peace.